the shop, everybody. What we have here today is a piece of ash. The ash that I believe was given to me by Billy Burt. I'm fortunate enough to live pretty close to him and EPOP. And so they both have been very generous in giving me wood. And so I'm going to turn this one today. Lots of superficial cracks, except right here where the pith is. I think that's gonna have to come out, but we'll see. No idea of shape yet. I got really lucky. I can spin this up. Let me get out of the way here. And you'll see that it's got very little vibration in it. There's a lot of movement in the wood, but it's pretty well balanced. So hopefully it'll be a fairly easy turn, as easy as it can be on this small lathe. And we'll get geared up and get started. All right, sand it up to 400. I have it turned around. Honestly, it's been sitting here for almost a week. I want to do something probably around here with the top rim, which means that I have to hollow out in here without having anything on it. So that means I get to use my little gooseneck tool that I've never used before. And so I've just been pondering and giving it some time to think about it, make sure I want to do that. It's got some cracks in it and some more kind of developing, but I'll sort that out when I get to it. Right now I'm going to work on starting to hollow this out. and deciding what I want to do with this top. I think I want to bring it around and down and maybe back up a little bit. It'll still be level, but we'll see. I'm just going to start working on shaping it, seeing what we can do with it. And then at some point I'll have to start hollowing it. As you can see, the cracks are starting to become a little bit more pronounced than they were when we started this. Should have been dry, but we'll see. Let me get geared up and we'll take off. Well, I do believe I may have screwed this one up royally. As you can see, the mortise I put in here is broken. I'll try to fit it again to see if I can fit to where it doesn't push against this, because I was planning on taking this out anyway. But that's the least of it. It's scarred through here now. That's scarred through here, here, all the way around. It's got scarring. And yes, I had gone in and filled some cracks because I was afraid that the vibration I had was gonna cause a bit of a problem for me. So I had opted to go ahead and fill the cracks. And now this is what I got to contend with. I already removed the hole, so I can't redo the tenon on the bottom. That would be my first option. I guess I'll have to put it back on and try it again. Probably being a little too aggressive, but it's kind of bitey. It's really wanting to be grabby. I tried to use that little gooseneck, and all it wanted to do was dig in, and I didn't want to do that. And I guess I'll try even lighter touches and see if that helps out. So let me get it back on the lathe and we'll see if it's going to hold. Well, it's back on and it seems pretty stable. It is a little crooked, so I'm going to have to kind of redo all the outside and reshape the front even, because it's wobbly and no longer in round. But we'll give it a go. We'll see how far we take this. This could be a comedy of errors, a comedy of mistakes, or we might actually get this thing finished. We'll find out. I may actually just turn the inside in reverse. I think that may be my best bet, because I don't have to reach around behind my back and under my leg and upside down to get in there to get at it. So we'll probably give that a try once I get it. I'm gonna redo the outside again and straighten up the top, and then we'll go from there. So let me get geared back up and we'll try it again. So pretty good catch. Just misstepped with the tool. Fortunately, since I haven't really ever done it before, turning in reverse, I had neglected to lock down my chuck. I think that may have saved my bacon, because it's a little off, but back on and reset back in the chuck, it's in good shape. It's not too big a deal. So we'll keep going. I'm working at this as slow as I can, trying to get this to turn out. I had bought that 45-degree carbide, and it didn't seem to take anything out, nothing. So I went back to the regular carbide. If I had any experience with bowl gouges, now that I have a couple of them, I might try it, but I think this time I'm gonna stick with the carbide. I think I'll do a little better with it. So it's a bit of a mess. A little bit of something right here. I think that's probably from the bowl coming loose. But we'll get this locked back down and going again and keep going at it. This is sanded up to 400. We're going to put some Axe abrasive paste on it and then let that sit and buff it out, and then we'll go with the buffing paste as well. This has, to you guys it won't be long, but this project has been going on for 6 months. The shape that I designed and decided to use on this bowl was not advantageous to my turning skills. I had some help from a friend, Wendell. He helped me with starting the hollowing out of the inside. Eventually I turned it, as you saw, on the outside to the outbound side and used the gooseneck and got it turned the rest of the way, being very cautious. There are a few imperfections in this, aside from just the cracks. On the inside, there's a couple of little tool marks that just aren't coming out, just from me learning and understanding what's going on here. So let's put some paste on this, and then after I get the paste on it, we'll let it sit for a little bit, and we'll bring you back when it's time to buff it then. I think this turned out pretty nice, considering how long it's been in my shop and actually been sitting on a shelf, because I would work on it, it would fly off the lathe, I would work on it some more, it would fly off the lathe again. At one point I had to redo the mortise on the bottom because it finally broke. A couple of times I was trying to, as you'll probably see in the video, I was trying to turn it backwards to see if that helped to get a better angle on it. And while it didn't fly off the lathe, I don't have a set screw in my chuck, it would just unscrew. So actually it was a benefit that it would just unscrew instead of doing that. There are, like I said, some minor problems with it. There's really good chatoyance in it. It is the largest thing I have ever done. It's a 10-inch bowl. I can barely get my tool rest underneath here. In fact, I had to actually take the shape down a little more than I wanted because of needing to move the tool rest, and it would actually scrape against the tool rest. When I went to outbound turning, I didn't have that problem, but again, outbound, no tailstock support, and it became a bit of a mess. But again, with help from friends, to get the inside turned out a little bit more where I felt comfortable trying to finish it out on my own, we finally got this done. Thanks, Wendell. And thank all y'all for watching. Thank you for coming by. Please like, subscribe, and share if you feel like it. If you have any comments, let me know. This is a learning process for me. One of the things I will say I'm kind of disappointed in is all the cracks when I filled them. This grain, it's an old piece of wood, so it's pretty dry, absorbed the super glue really badly, and no matter how much I shaved it with a scraper and how much I sanded it, I've still got some staining in there from that, both on the inside and the outside. But it is what it is. I can only go so far with something before I have to just either set it aside or finish it up. And it's finished up. I will take it off the lathe. I should do that now, while you're still chatting with me here. It's got to finish the bottom on it, but good size, good weight, sits flat. That's what matters. So again, thank you for stopping by, and we'll catch you on the next one.